Um, I met Frankie Venom, through my parents. Oh, I must have been like 8 or 9 years old at the time. I was pretty young, and it was a really great experience because for years and years my parents had been listening to Teenage Head records, and I had been listening to them as well, vicariously, through them. Whether it be them listening to The Next Room, when I'd be in bed listening, or whatever it was, we'd go for a drive and they'd have, Teenage Head blaring on the radio. Some of the best times of my life. So when I got the chance to finally meet Frankie Venom, the lead singer of Teenage Head, I was ecstatic. I was totally ecstatic. And he had been in and out of jail at the time. And I remember answering phone calls that was him actually calling collect to say, hey, where's Mike, who was my stepfather? And I remember being totally freaked out about it, but that was probably some of the first times that I actually had a chance to talk to him. I remember one particular occasion he was over and we were having like a family dinner. My mom had cooked like roast beef and mashed potatoes, like a typical, family dinner. And Frankie was over, and Mike, my stepfather, had brought out the guitar. Mike brought out the guitar, and they were jamming Teenage Head songs. There was a kid that lived next door to us. He was over, and Frankie had been, telling him, hey, yeah, I'll teach you a couple songs or whatever, and they were carrying on. This kid was really, really trying to play guitar. And I remember going, no, I want to I want to learn how to play guitar. This is something I want to do. And Frankie was like, no. And then eventually I was like, please. And then everybody else was like, yeah, give her a shot. Why not give her a shot and teach her how to play guitar? Handed me the guitar. First, actually, he showed me a couple chords, and he said, okay, can you do this? I picked up the guitar, I strummed those chords right back to him, and he was friggin' amazed. He was absolutely amazed that I had recited the exact same thing back to him on guitar. We kind of went on for a while, and the first song, he ever taught me was a Teenage Head song. Something on My Mind was the song, and it had continued for a couple months or so. He'd come over every once in a while and he'd teach me some more stuff on guitar, and my stepfather Mike also taught me tons of guitar. He's where I learned most of everything from, but those times when Frankie would come over and do the family dinner thing were the best times of my life, because it was like having a celebrity. You're a kid, you're looking at his records, and you're seeing everything. This is celebrity. This is celebrity in your home, and they're teaching you how to play guitar. It's just phenomenal. So we're coming up on his gravesite pretty soon here. His birthday's coming up on June 2nd. Well, here we are, Frankie Venom's gravesite. Always forget where it is. The worst. It's a nice day for a party, isn't it? Well, here he is. Mom and Dad. Oh, Frankie. Every once in a while I do like to come and sit and hang out. It is really peaceful here. There's a great view of Dundas and Hamilton. We're kind of in the prime location. It's funny, he's buried so close to home. We're so close to Westdale. On the drive up here we passed Westdale High School, which is where Teenage Head played their first gig. We passed where his funeral was, you know, just where all the kids grew up and where Teenage Head got a lot of their inspiration from. I can't believe it's been so long since he passed. But it is nice to come out here every once in a while and just hang out. Sometimes I bring the guitar, you know, and just hang out with him. I don't feel that this little plaque here does him justice, and there was a period about a year or so ago where a bunch of people, local musicians and family and friends from the city, were trying to get a bunch of money together to build something bigger for him, to build the Frankie Venom statue, and it pissed a lot of people off. Not because it was Frankie Venom, but because we had the option, possibly, of getting public funding through one of the city councilors. Unfortunately, because people were so upset that it could have been publicly funded, they were slandering his name, essentially. And his family didn't want that to carry on anymore, so they kind of put the chops to that. So they've removed any availability to use his likeliness for a statue or for anything like that. I had talked to Lou Molinaro, the owner of This Ain't Hollywood, about building a statue there. I would play hundreds and hundreds of benefit concerts just to get something for Frankie up there, and it's still a possibility. Maybe when stuff calms down in a year, we'll do something for him. Gord Lewis, the guitar player for Teenage Head, Gord and a couple people started the Canadian Musicians Benevolent Fund, and that's for musicians in need, because it's a hard life. We sacrifice a lot doing what we love to do. There's a saying, you drive 50 miles to play a gig for, you practice 500 hours to make maybe some gas money, to make, nothing really. I've played gigs where I haven't got paid at all, and it's fun to do it for what you love, but if I'm driving a couple hours out of town, it's not easy coming up with that cash to make that drive out there. But to have an inspiration like Frankie Venom in my life, he's one of the driving factors. I think about him every day. I think about Frankie Venom every day, and he inspires me to keep doing what I love. I play music because he handed me that guitar. He sat down and he showed me those chords, and I'm so grateful. I always thought it was kind of funny. Scotland's national flower is a thistle. What a hideous flower to have. But it says a lot, beautiful and tough. Don't mess with the Scots, I guess.